Turning now to Broward County, where voters will determine who could officially become the county's top cop.
CBS 4's Joan Murray is in Pompano Beach. She continues our team coverage. Joan?
And we've seen a moderate turnout here at this polling place all over the county, but the real story in this primary election is going to be the mail-in balloting count, and we should know early on who will be the winner.
There is nothing usual about this primary election in Broward County. Voters and supporters in masks, polling places, zones of safety, social distancing, and sanitizer the norm.
Very, very clean, very safe in there. Everybody's wearing their masks. Sanitizers are everywhere.
In-person primary day voter turnout is moderate. But Broward contests, especially the bitterly fought ones, hinge on the mail-in vote. The pandemic triggered massive mail-in ballot requests. Hundreds of thousands of Broward voters who normally skip the primary have voted by mail.
It's game day, you're anxious, you're nervous.
Scott Israel finishing the most difficult race of his Broward law enforcement career. Trying to reclaim the sheriff's office post he was forced to leave over his handling of the airport shooting and the Stoneman Douglas massacre.
We feel we're in front, but really until the ballots are, announced tonight and the votes are put up, you really, no one really knows.
The other Democratic frontrunner, current Sheriff Gregory Toney, is keeping a low profile, telling us recently he wants voters to judge him on the present, not his past. And the revelation, as a 14-year-old, he killed a man, he says, in self-defense, growing up in inner-city Philadelphia.
We need to focus on campaigning by presenting the facts of what we've accomplished, from our real-time crime center to our training center, and even giving the men and women the best raise they received in 25 years.
Former BSO Colonel Al Pollock, who has union support, does see himself as an alternative.
They failed on all levels. They failed at COVID-19. They failed airport, Stoneman Douglas, you name it, they failed it.
Prior Broward Democratic Party Chair Mitch Caesar, who is running for supervisor of elections, says this primary is one for the books.
This election is very Twilight Zone-ish because there's a pandemic. You can't go to condominium meetings or homeowners meetings or churches or, in my case, Democratic clubs, so you don't get feedback. It's a very different experience. I'm hopeful, having nothing to do with me, that we will never see this again.
Like we've said, a very different primary. Polls remain open till 7. If you have mailed in your ballot, go online to the supervisor's office to check whether it is in. Because of the problems with the post office, it's possible it is not. Then you have the option of still coming in person to vote by 7. They'll give you a provisional ballot. If you have your mail-in ballot, you can drop it off in person at 2 sites, the Voting Equipment Center, State Road 7 in Lauderhill, or at the Government Center, downtown Fort Lauderdale on Andrews Avenue. You have until 7 p.m. Live tonight in Pompano Beach, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.